NEAT, or North East Arts Touring, is an arts organisation and a registered charity, and it brings professional theatre, dance and film to community venues across the north east of Scotland.
I think it's important for me to volunteer for NEAT because for this community in particular we have this new hall that we built a year ago, and it's used for a lot of children's groups and a lot of sort of sporting groups, and I felt very much that there was nothing for that middle group, for that middle demographic, and so I wanted to put on something more arty, some more culture.
My role in bringing events to the community is first of all to choose events that I think will work well here, go down well with the local community, and then and this is quite a big part of the role, is to get the word out about the event. So whether it's social media or posters or local press, is to try and let people know it's happening and to bring in a good audience on the night. My motivation for volunteering is really about community. It's about bringing something of great quality to the village that I live in, and about making a difference to the community.
We're a small village and we've had some fantastic productions here over the last 10 years. We've seen the hall being turned into a jazz club, a tropical island, a sports stadium, all sorts, and we're just so lucky to have this 50 paces from my house.
We put on all sorts of different things here, from shows that are aimed at children, family audiences. We've had some really quirky shows over the years. We've had one event which took place down at a minibus down at the harbour. We've had all sorts of different sets in the hall, and all sorts of different kinds of shows, from Shakespeare to comedies to shows with a lot of music, live music in them, so huge variation.
The events that we do through NEAT are mainly films. They're the most popular, and because of the structure that NEAT have set up with the funding, they're a lot less risky.
Well, in a small village like this, where you're a long way from any great centres of population, where you can go to much bigger shows, it's not just great to have something to do, it's good to have something great to go and see. And the shows that NEAT put on are really good. It's not just a show to come and see, it's also a social event. People come to the hall and they watch the show, but they meet people before, they talk to people afterwards. And that's what helps to keep small communities running, is the social side of things.
I think the local community really appreciate the events that NEAT brings to the hall, because we are a good 45 minutes away from a big city. Public transport isn't very good, and they can see something that is exceptionally high quality in their village hall round the corner. So I think it's really appreciated.
Some people can't afford to go up to the theatre up in Aberdeen or Dundee, and it's wonderful that the theatre can come here to us. Older people don't get out so much. Our public transport isn't that great here. So it's wonderful that people can walk here, go and have a drink beforehand and just come here afterwards. It's great, it's a wonderful thing to have.
We've had people come that we've never seen before. I mean, we're only a small community, everybody knows everybody, but people have been coming through the door that we've never seen before. So that's fantastic, because it means the hall is being used by a much wider demographic, which is what we wanted when we built the new village hall. The difference it makes to the community is it actually draws the community together. And we get to meet people within the village that we don't see from one day to the other. And it is really nice to see all these different people. We try to aim the NEAT shows at adults and children. We've tried to do sort of adult films on a Friday evening and children films on a Saturday afternoon. Over the summer they weren't very well attended in the Saturday afternoon, so we've now started doing them both on a Friday evening. So we get the children in, we call it a film at bedtime, so at 6 o'clock, and they all come in their PJs and bring their cushions and their teddies and their blankets, and then all the children go home and we have the adult adults in, so it tends to cover most of the community in that way.
Neat events bring the whole village together, and it's nice to see our community come in and see plays that you wouldn't normally see in this part of Scotland.
The response from the local community and audience has been really good over the years. We've had some mostly full houses, sold out performances. The shows have been really different.
To have something that's happening in your hall that you can go along to and enjoy, meet with other people, meet with your neighbours, have a laugh, see something really interesting.
With having these events in the village, people have something to look forward to. They have an evening out that they wouldn't necessarily get to go to if they can't get to the towns and cities nearby. And to have these events coming into the village, it gives the village a buzz and the community brings them together.
So to our promoters, our audiences, our funders, our business sponsors, we would just like to say thank you for your continued support. We couldn't do it without you.